Reilly here. Welcome to the No Spin News, January 29th, Monday, 2024. Stand up for your country. So, big announcement at the end of this broadcast. This is not a podcast, by the way. Drives me absolutely nuts. Oh, Reilly, you're doing a podcast? No, this is a broadcast. Big staff, worldwide approach. But anyway, big announcement on the new book coming out in September. It is not a killing book, but it is relevant to the presidential election. So hang tough. We'll tell you all about that. So looks like that President Biden is in panic mode. I'm going to walk everybody through this. Well, boy, things are folding fast, okay? And that is the subject of this evening's Talking Points Memo. So first up, we have the border bill chaos. And I wrote a column, Sunday column, and I hope you read it. Everybody can read it. Don't have to be a member. Don't have to juggle. Don't have to sing a song. Punch up BillO'Reilly.com. Here's the column. Punch it up. You can read it. And the column basically says that nobody knows what's in this border bill. Nobody knows. So why are people favoring and opposing what we don't know? Simple man, simple question. Okay? And of course, ideologues on the left, primarily, because they control the corporate media. Oh, the Republicans don't want to deal at all. Okay, well, let's see what the deal is, all right? And I pick on Anderson Cooper in the column and Donald Trump. So it's equal. Okay, so the border bill. And there's Biden huffing and puffing. Shut it down. Don't believe a word of this. Okay? If President Biden had any vision for this country at all, which he does not, he would have shut that border down 2 years ago. He doesn't care about the border. He's been there once. Okay? And all people dying from drug overdoses, Biden couldn't care less. Doesn't care. Doesn't have the capacity to care because he's in the early stages of dementia. All right. So when we get the bill, which should be this week, then I'll analyze it in a fair way. And I'll tell you what I would do if I were in Congress. Would I vote for it or not? That's number one. So number two is articles of impeachment against Homeland Security Chief Mayorkas. Alejandro Mayorkas. There he is. Now, he's a guy who's said to the nation, hey, border's secure. So as I write in the column, is he a liar? Is he stupid? Is he both? Oh, I don't know. But I do know that he has no credibility whatsoever. So why, though, would you impeach Alejandro rather than Joe Biden? Because Alejandro takes orders from Biden. He didn't do anything on his own. The reason is that every single House Republican, everyone, will vote to impeach Mayorkas. And therefore, the articles of impeachment will advance to the Senate. If you had a Biden impeachment, some Republicans would defect. And because the margin's so close, he probably wouldn't get an advancement to the Senate. Now, we all know, with the Senate controlled by the Democrats, that Alejandro is not going to be convicted. The Democrats will stay together. And we're going to do this tomorrow because I had to take a deeper look at it. There's a poll that says 55% of American Democrats want an open border. Inconceivable because it's hurting their own families and towns, but that's what the poll says. But I want to take a deeper look at it, so I'll have it tomorrow. Okay, so Alejandro is going to be impeached. That'll happen probably next week. Tomorrow, the impeachment articles will be introduced, and that's going to embarrass Biden, obviously. Where do you hear the media backlash on that? It'll be interesting to hear that. Back to the solution to the border. So I'm interested in hearing specifics. What would I do to stop the millions of migrants pouring in here? That's what I'm interested in. Mitt Romney is a Republican senator from Utah. He's not running again because he probably would lose. And he hates Donald Trump. I've been waiting for a solution for Mitt Romney for 10 years. This is all I got. Go.
I think the border is a very important issue for Donald Trump, and the fact that he would communicate to Republican senators and Congresspeople that he doesn't want us to solve the border problem because he wants to blame Biden for it is really appalling.
I don't think that's what Trump did. Okay, but we'll see. And Trump doesn't want to pass a bill that wouldn't stop the problem. Excuse me. But Romney hates Trump, and that's what you get. Now, Biden himself, finally, because the polls say 70% of the American people feel his border policy is destructive. Finally, Biden, roll the tape.
Folks, we're making real progress. One of the most important issues we're facing, security at the border. The first bill I introduced was for a massive change in security at our border. 2 months ago, my team began to work with a bipartisan group of senators to put together the toughest, smartest, fairest border security bill in history. The best one the nation's ever seen.
2 months ago. Yeah, well, what happened to the other 30 months when millions of people poured in here? This is just such a joke. Okay, so we will be fair when that border bill comes out. And to criticize Donald Trump a little bit, he should pull back a little bit on this. You should wait. The bill is soft. If it doesn't solve the problem, then you oppose. Make sense to you? I hope it does. Finally, the Ukraine funding shouldn't be tied into this. These are two separate issues that are both very important to the United States. So we've got to go a little bit longer with Ukraine blunting Putin. If Trump wins, I'm pretty confident that Trump would stop that madness over there. I could be wrong, absolutely. Okay? But we can't let Putin overrun Ukraine. And it should be separate bills. That's the memo. Okay, President Biden didn't do anything again today. This is Monday. So he doesn't usually do anything Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Thursday he does something, and he didn't do anything on Friday. That's generally, but there's a schedule. And that's what they put out, by the way. I'm not being a wise guy. The White House puts out his president's schedule, nothing. Okay. Over the weekend, he was in South Carolina, raising money, you know what he did. And then last week, he was in Wisconsin talking about the infrastructure bill that's helping with a bridge there. Roll the tape on that.
And that's on top of another $1 billion to clean up the Great Lakes, which provide drinking water for 20 million people. 20 million people. And by the way, it used to make beer brewed here. It is used to make the brew beer here in this refinery. Oh, Earth Rider, thanks for the Great Lakes. I wonder what it's called.
Anybody have any idea what he's talking about? Earth Rider? Is that a brand out there? Brew beer here? I just don't know. So another 20 million people will get water. Apparently they're parched now. They don't have any water. I don't know. I know people in Wisconsin and they have water there, but for some reason that another $1 billion has to go to get more water. Not exactly sure why, but this is the infrastructure bill. Good. Gallup puts out a poll about presidential approval ratings in year 3. Okay, after 3 years are done. I'm going to put them up on a screen on the radio. I'll read them out. Eisenhower at the highest, 72%. George H.W. Bush had 70%, but he lost. He lost it all in the last year. JFK, 62%. Bush the younger, 60%. These are job approval ratings. Nixon, 50%. Clinton, 47%. Reagan, 45%. Obama, 45%. Trump, 42%. Biden, 40%, 39.8%. We're rounding off. Carter, 37.4%. So Jimmy Carter was an absolute disaster as a president. I mean, it was, I'm going to give you a little bit of hint that we've been working on all the presidents for the new book, but Biden's going to slip below Carter. And because of all the stuff overseas, this is really getting to be a problem. So it all started with the surrender in Afghanistan. Everybody knows that. Remember, it was an excellent mission, by the way. They had an excellent evacuation. The Taliban took over, 17 military people killed at the Kabul airport, but it was excellent. Joe pulled everybody out. Okay, gave all of the billions of dollars of the military equipment to the Taliban. It was so good, So after that, then every bad agent in the world started misbehaving because they knew Biden had no idea what he's doing. Your safety is important, and I am happy to introduce you to Byrna, a self-defense solution that will help keep you and your family safe. Byrna offers a powerful, non-lethal pistol with tear gas, pepper, irritants, and kinetic projectiles that disable attackers for 30 to 40 minutes. It's all legal in every state, and no background checks are required. And they ship directly to your door, very private. They are American-made in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and are trusted by U.S. government agencies and hundreds of police departments. If you are a gun owner, you need options. Avoid the complexities that come with taking a life and having to defend your freedom in court. And if you're adverse to firearms, Byrna is a good alternative solution. So please visit Byrna.com/Bill to receive a 10% discount. That's BYRNA.com/Bill. Stay safe with Byrna. Go to the mail. Andrea, there are millions of Republicans who will not vote for Trump again. My relatives and I concluded. Plus, Democrats and independents, we have 8 months to go. Please, God, Nikki Haley can do it. Nikki Haley is not going to do it. God is not going to intervene. I shouldn't say that. I mean, I don't know what God's plans are, but she can't overcome him. So your decision, Andrea, is more of the Democratic Party or a guy you don't like who governed efficiently. That's the decision. Mark? Hey, Bill, you probably touched on this, but it deserves revisiting. Another Trump presidency means little unless the House stays Republican and the Senate turns to Republican control. Very true. And that's been ignored. But come the fall, it'll take on more importance. But it's very true. Jim Cray, Plano, Texas. Governor Abbott has just as much of a constitutional obligation to secure his state's border as the president does. However, the president is not following the rules. Therefore, Governor Abbott has an obligation to break the rules. Not in the Constitution. If Governor Abbott does not obey the Supreme Court ruling, they'll put him in jail. You have to obey the Supreme Court, whether you like it or not. That's it. Paul England, Port St. Lucie, Florida. Concerning Trump's potential VP pick, I find Mike Pompeo absent. And I find him to be intellectually very capable. He is. But Donald Trump needs a minority or a woman on the second for obvious reasons. That's what he needs. Pompeo's a brilliant man. Thomas Francis, Marietta, Georgia. Hey, Bill, we're longtime viewers. We moved to Cobb County, Georgia from California 3 years ago. We love it. You say Governor Kemp needs to deal with Fani Willis, who has the authority to deal with her. She's an elected county attorney general. The governor and the attorney general of Georgia can deal with Fani Willis. I think the legislature is going to impeach him. But Kemp is strangely silent. I know he doesn't like Trump, but he shouldn't be. Michelle Dunn, Huntington, Connecticut. I've learned the Center for Immigration Studies has reported the UN is spending millions to feed, house, and transport immigrants across the USA. Is there any way to publicize this to the American public? The United Nations funds humanitarian organizations. I have reported it repeatedly. Okay? There's no conspiracy. They're not slipping money under the table. They do humanitarian work. Now, some of the humanitarian work is destructive, my opinion. I don't trust the United Nations at all. But there's no conspiracy. Richard Holtberg, St. Cloud, Minnesota. I see the NFL sports pundits on television are now wearing dress shoes instead of tennis shoes. They must have heard you, O'Reilly. They were sitting down yesterday. I couldn't see the shoes. But it looks so stupid for them to wear these $3,000 suits and sneakers. It just looks dumb. D. Allen, Dallas, Texas. Smart Life tip. Okay, we're ready. Audible.com, a listener can choose any author, Bill O'Reilly, Martin Dugard. All of your books pop right up, from The No Spin Zone to Killing the Witches. My first book was Those Who Trespass. And they all pop up. Some people don't have time to read, but everybody can listen. It's a good tip. But we want wide distribution of the Killing series. Okay, we will tell you in a moment about the new book. We have Killing Crazy Horse discounted because we made an amazing buy on it. $12.95. You can get Killing Crazy Horse, one of our best killing books. You'll like it. And then the entire series, all 13 of them, we have that up for sale as well on BillO'Reilly.com. Word of the day, no tripe. So that sounds like a fish order, right? Seafood order. I'd like the tripe, please. No. Okay. Tripe, T-R-I-P-E. No tripe. When writing to me, Bill at BillO'Reilly.com. Bill O'Reilly. Bill at Bill O'Reilly. Boy, oh boy. Bill at BillO'Reilly.com. I don't even know my old website. And we'd like to hear from you. Name and town. Back with the special announcement in a moment. Mike Lindell wants everyone to get the best sleep possible. You know that. He created the Giza Dream bed sheets with the world's best cotton to look and feel great. This means a good night's sleep for all of us with a very busy schedule. Giza sheets are ultra soft and breathable and come in a variety of sizes and colors. They come with a 60-day money-back guarantee, 10-year warranty, and for a limited time are 50% off. So please go to mypillow.com, click on the radio podcast square, use promo code BILL. You will find this amazing offer and many other deep discounts on all MyPillow products, including the MyPillow 2.0 mattress topper, MyPillow kitchen towel sets, and many more. Please call 1-800-869-0298, 800-869-0298. Use promo code BILL. MyPillow.com, promo code BILL. Let me tell you a story about a guy named Leo Grillo. Leo was on a road trip, came across a Doberman. His dog was severely underweight, clearly in trouble. Leo rescued that Doberman and named him Delta. And this inspired Leo to start Delta Rescue, the largest no-kill, care-for-life animal sanctuary in the world. They have rescued thousands of dogs, cats, and horses. Do you know what Leo's mission is? Dedication and everlasting love to the animals. That will be Leo's legacy. Delta Rescue relies solely on contributions from people like you and me. Speak with your estate planner because there are tax-saving estate planning benefits. You can grow your estate while letting your love for animals live well into the future, leaving a legacy for those animals who need it the most. So please visit deltarescue.org today to learn more. All right, here it is. New book. Cover, please, on the radio, Confronting the Presidents. No spin assessments from Washington to Biden. Out in September. Every single president, All 45 of them are analyzed by Martin Dugard and myself. Who was good for the country? Who was bad? Who was screwed up? On and on and on and on. You will learn more in one book, Confronting the Presidents, than you did in your whole school history career. We take you from Washington, whose mother did not like him, all the way to Biden. Okay? Where do you see this? I'm still writing it. Okay? We'll be done in about a month. It's a bear to write this book. But we had uncovered so much stuff that nobody ever heard of. How did we do it? Private letters written by the presidents themselves. Oh, where do you see them? So this is going to be a huge book. Obviously, it comes out in September, and everybody's going to vote for president in November. And we're going to deal with Obama and Trump and Biden, Bush the Young, everybody. But the history in this book, so staggering, and it's all compressed. It's a bigger book than the Killing books. Killing books are about 300 pages, it'll be about 400. But I tell you, you're not going to be able to put it down. And it's not boring, or like boom, boom. It's the same style that we're writing it. So I'm very pleased with it so far. Just got to get to the end here. You know, just new stuff comes in every day. And we kind of revise and oh, look at this. And, you know, some of these people you never heard of, Millard Fillmore, Chester Arthur. What do you see who they were, really, as people? Grover Cleveland. Whoa. Okay, and in addition to the presidents, you know. I was just talking about Jimmy Carter. What a disaster. You're not going to believe how chaotic that White House was under him. So, Confronting the Presidents, no spin assessments from Washington to Biden, out at September. Of course, you can pre-order on BillO'Reilly.com. You get it first. Pleased with it. You'll like it. Thank you for watching and listening to the No Spin News. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for watching the No Spin News. To watch the full episode anytime on BillO'Reilly.com, please sign up to become a premium or concierge member. Visit BillO'Reilly.com to sign up and start watching today.